Hello, and welcome to the Of Myths and Men podcast, the only podcast to become part of Wishes for Kishes, the charity founded by Sean Connery. I am your host, Adam Holcomb, and I am joined today by co-host Dylan Blumenberg.
Nobody granted my wish of not getting sick today, Adam.
Well, I hope you can make it make it through the whole episode, because we have a super special guest today. Because, as many of our listeners probably know, Wishes for Kishes was founded to help people get their wish approved. And we have a special somebody who has been wanting to get on this podcast for years now. And we are happy to be joined by, let's see, what's the name? Maximus Kibbles.
Oh.
Hey
Welcome,
guys, my wish came true. It's to get on the pod, but also for Dylan to get sick.
Wait a minute.
So, both of those came true.
You look really familiar.
I'm not wearing blackface, so.
Let me ask you a question before we get started here.
Yeah.
You said Wishes for Kishes?
Yes, Wishes for Kishes.
What's a kish?
It's founded by Sean Connery.
What does that have to do with it?
It's when, you have a face, but, the mouth is an anus.
Isn't that squamous?
I don't know. I think it's Wishes for Kishes. That's what a kish is.
Because
Sean
Connery, he always pronounces his S's as sh.
He was born with the disease. It's costly to plastic surgery out. So it's a real problem. Why are you making fun of it?
Hey, I don't know if you can make something you didn't know existed.
Wow, you guys are bad people. I'm here talking about anus faces, and you guys are making fun of it.
But Sean Connery, he pronounces his S's as sh. So
he does. It's a side effect of
kishes
of the anus face.
Is kisses, Wishes for Kisses, meaning Maximus Keeble here gave Sean Connery a kiss to get on our podcast.
I did.
Next, you're going to tell me there's some disease called the Lou Gehrig's disease or some bullshit like that. Some made-up thing.
TBA?
Yeah.
It's my cousin's name.
TBA?
Lou Gehrig?
Lou Gehrig is his first name. It's hyphenated.
Baseball fans for parents?
Yeah.
I honestly think, I know where you're from. Were you the stand-in for Max Keeble?
I was actually...
You look a lot like him.
I did a few things on that movie. I played Max Keeble. I played the girl that Max Keeble likes, and I was also a few extras on the movie, on the set.
But I thought Max Keeble played Max Keeble. We had him on the podcast a while ago. You know what I'm getting confused
he just took
about?
The royalties.
You know what I'm getting confused about, Dylan? Is who we had on the podcast was just Valia in disguise.
Oh yeah, it could be, couldn't it?
Yeah, that's who it was. So, okay, you're the real one who played Max Keeble then, right?
Yeah, I'm Max Keeble.
That's incredible.
It's pronounced Cabell, by the way.
Cabell, sorry. So, people are probably wondering now, because we went off on a tangent, what is this podcast about? Well, let me tell you. Our podcast brings together three unknowledgeable individuals who spend a day pretending to be experts on mythology. Each week, we will discuss a different god or creature, rotating out the lead mythologist. We will discuss its habits, its attitudes, we will tell a tale, and we will end on a debate on who would win in a mythological fight club. And today's lead mythologist will be our special guest, Maximus Kibbles.
I am the lead mythologist, as always. So, let me start off with a question.
1 out of 1 times.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Do you guys like Isis?
I don't think so.
No.
I sure love Isis. So, Isis.
Okay, we're on the FBI now. NSA.
Why? What did I say? It's my creature is Horus. It's the son. No, Horus.
Horus?
Horus. Horus.
Is that the Egyptian god?
It is. I think this is the first Egyptian god we've actually had.
We have, which is hilarious because that's mythology post that I was talking about. He was looking for Egyptian gods. Really? Egyptian mythology, I mean.
Nice.
So there we go. That's perfect.
Nice. All right, so anyway, Horus, right? Not horse. If you say it again, I will stomp.
Does Horus play horse?
Business.
The basketball game?
No. They didn't have basketball in ancient Egypt, Adam.
I bet
all they did was enslave people to build pyramids.
I bet he'd be a good opponent for the Headless Man.
He probably would, but we'll get into that later, all right? The Headless Man will get his stomping. Okay? So, Horus is the son and the brother of Osiris and Isis, which is why I asked you guys like Isis, which I don't get why you don't like Isis.
It has some bad connotations recently.
I don't know what you mean.
I heard a lot of the people who pray to the Isis god or goddess. Is it a guy or girl?
Who?
To Isis? Isis is a female. That's Horus's mom / sister.
Whoever prays to them usually ends up getting demonic powers and turns into a giant hulking beast, and then has like shadow limbs and kills people and stuff. And it's real bad connotations right now.
Okay, I got you. Well,
that was in the news the other day. It does if they do it for good. They did it for bad.
I got you. So, yeah. Son and brother of Osiris and Isis. He's also the founder of the band Oasis, and he's also the founder.
Wonderwall.
Yes,
the only song I know by Oasis.
He's also the founder of the terror group ISIS, and it's named after his mom.
Wait, what?
He's founder of Oasis, the band.
Oh,
yeah.
See, that's where I was confused.
Yeah,
I thought you said ISIS, the terrorist group.
No, I said Oasis, the band. The terrorist group thing is something you made up. Don't put words in my mouth.
Now,
sorry about that.
Does the terrorism group ISIS, does that stand for something?
I don't even know what that is. Is that
what
a thing?
What does that mean?
ISIS?
Yeah.
It's his mom / sister.
Are you sure that's how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
What do you, I don't get why we're going on this tangent. It's about Horus, not the terrorist group ISIS.
Which one?
His mom, sister, ISIS?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about her. We're talking about Horus. Yeah. Anyway. So. All right. So, he was the original. So, I just want to mention that too, because I did say he's the brother and son of Osiris and Isis. That's fucked up. So he was originally the brother. Then as cults developed worshipping Horus, they were like, no way, Holmes, you're the son of them. So now it's kind of generally known that he is their son, but yeah, some weird incestuous shit going on there. It's like if you went on Pornhub right now, that's basically all you would see.
Is incest. ISIS porn?
Yeah.
Incest is wincest.
That is true. Do win a lot.
That's what my cousin Kyle and I always say.
Yeah. They are like in athletics, you know. That's why like kings and queens, they only get together with their, you know, nearest family members because it's powerful families.
True.
So
isn't that how dogs are bred too, like purebreds? Just keep it in the family.
Yeah, that's why a lot of dogs become retarded.
Yeah, like purebred dogs are fucking... Not to use Adam's little terrible word there, retarded, but they're pretty retarded.
Yeah, I'm using it in the actual sense, though. It's not like I'm calling you retarded.
Don't be retarded.
Okay. Some even see Horus as a pharaoh. However, as time went on, most now kind of align the pharaoh with the son of Ra.
The sun god?
Yeah. Rather than like an actual deity like this guy. So
R-A-W, Ra?
No.
It's just R-A.
Ra?
Like residential.
Smackdown?
Like if you pulled the winged dragon of Ra in Yu-Gi-Oh!, that's how it would be spelled.
Nice.
Like beef?
No. You're misunderstanding. He's not made of beef. He's a freaking sun god.
A Ra sun god?
No. You're not getting it. He's a human being, but he's a sun god. But he's also like a golden eagle.
Wait a minute.
Do you understand?
Is he a Caucasian eagle?
I'm gonna move on. So, so Horus's earliest form is a protector or guardian of Nekhen in Upper Egypt. So he's said to be the sky, and with that, he also contains the sun and the moon. With some people saying that his right eye was the sun and the left was the moon. And in this case, he also can take the form of a falcon. And when he would fly across the sky, that's how the sun and the moon revolved around the earth. The flat earth, I should say, to clarify. Yeah. So like I mentioned, he's associated with the falcon often. And like it even can transform into one, like I mentioned. But I think the most common image of him is like the body of a man and the head of a falcon, which I guess is pretty cool. So, and he actually had a hand in starting the dogfighting situation with Michael Vick, who played for the Atlanta Falcons.
Man, is that a connection?
Yeah, I don't know if that's right. If he played for the Falcons,
he did.
He did? Okay.
Yeah.
I wrote in my notes, IDK if that's right, in parentheses.
Are you talking about Raw?
No. I'm talking about Slifer the Sky Dragon right now.
Wait a minute, Sly Cooper?
Sly Cooper, the Sly Cooper Dragon, yeah. Do you know him?
No. I never played Sly Cooper on the PS2.
I don't play Crash Bandicoot, so I don't know what you're referring
Probably
to.
a good idea.
So, yeah, that's really all I have for Horus. If you want to move to the story.
Are you saying Horus?
I have one
Horus?
question. What? Sorry,
Are you saying
Dylan.
Horus? Like porous? Or Horus?
Porsche?
Porous?
Is that what you said?
Like
He spelled it for you. Horus.
Pourus. Porous.
That's exactly right. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about porous rocks and other things, and
like
how
sandstone?
water. Yeah, how water like flows.
Are you talking about
roads?
raw sandstone?
I'm talking about Raw is War from the WWF. Triple H just walked in the room. He spit in my face and yelled, "DX is coming for you."
Who's DX?
Is he the upgrade of X when X is gonna give it to you?
DX is gonna give it to you.
X is gonna give it to you. That's true.
So I have a question.
Give it to you. He's gonna give it to you, X. Yeah, go on.
I have a question. So say Horus is standing there, just hanging out in a field or something, not fucking form. And you have the best archer in the world aiming an arrow at him. And he fires the arrow. Arrow's coming at him like 100 miles per hour. What does Horus do? Go.
These arrow questions.
You started them.
I started
That's
it?
true.
I'm pretty sure you're the one who started them.
I think I did actually with the one that splits.
Oh, that's right. You're the one who...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait. What?
Yeah, he was talking about like a shooting an arrow.
Are you Valia?
No, I'm Mark Keeble.
God damn it. You fucked us again.
Wait, you didn't know he was Valia the whole time? I thought that was obvious.
I thought he was Maximus Kibbles.
Dude, I mean, he has the same haircut and everything.
Yeah, an afro.
He's not even... He didn't even put the mustache back on. That's where the confusion came.
You know where I did put a mustache, though?
You were right then.
Where?
Down in the pants.
That's not where mustaches belong.
You talking about a mustache ride?
Totally smooth, so I need a stash.
My God.
Head on to story
I just have Valia's penis in my head.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what
You just cut out.
I said now I have Valia's penis stuck in my head.
You know, I would love to see someone like manicure their pubes to look like a mustache. Except it wouldn't work, you know. You'd have to like straighten it and everything.
It'd have to be a nudist because clothes are just gonna pat it back down.
Yeah, that would be
That's
pretty
awesome.
funny though. Just like a pair of sunglasses on
Like a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, like the dude from Reno 911.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to story time. Mythology was created through an early form of storytelling, so we like to spend a little bit of time delving into a tale that involves our subject. We will be a little bit more in-depth with analyzation to better understand the story, and each week you'll be able to have a tale to bring home to tell your significant other, your significant other's penis mustache, the entire Atlanta Falcons team, if you live in Atlanta, or wherever they happen to be playing, or pretty much anything else, I guess. Whoever you want. So, Valia, would you like to tell us this tale?
Tell people.
Tell people about this podcast, too.
Yeah. Also, tell them about just war. Because
War?
really, what is it?
And Raw.
And Raw. Like, Raw, what is it good for, you know?
Raw. You know,
Absolutely.
Raw is war backwards?
Something. I did know that. That's very clever.
Was that crazy?
That's what they used to call, like, the wrestling, the Raw. It used to be called Raw is War. And I think they just liked it because it was the same thing backwards versus it being like a war type of scenario.
Man, I don't get wrestling.
Wrestling is crazy. It's so stupid. It really is. Anyway, story time. So Horus had other brothers besides just his parents, also brothers and sisters. He had other brothers, so one of them being the god of the desert, Set. So Horus and Set were two basically just real whiny bitches all the time talking about who's going to take Osiris's throne because he was king, I guess. Also, Set killed Osiris, their dad, the father and brother of Horus, if this isn't convoluted enough. And so one day they're still arguing about who's going to take the throne. They're just basically like, all right, pendejo, mano a mano, in the cage, Big John McCain refereeing, you and me. So they basically do like years of just various competitions, right? And it's Horus pretty much coming out on top every time. Like, he's really making Set look like a little bitch. So they end up going to the other deities, right? And they kind of do a court-like situation, and they ask the deities to declare who's the winner. The deities say Horus is king, so Horus is king. So as a continuation of this story, I actually have an excerpt from the Wikipedia page for Horus, which I thought was just phenomenal. This is a bit jumbled, but it was fantastic. So I'm going to read this word for word. So, Set is depicted as trying to prove his dominance by seducing Horus and then having sexual intercourse with him. However, Horus places his hand between his thighs and catches Set's semen, then subsequently throws it in the river so that he may not be said to have been inseminated by Set. Horus then deliberately spreads his own semen on some lettuce.
Some lettuce?
Yeah. which was Set's favorite food.
That's got what? Whose favorite food is fucking lettuce? What a plain bitch. That's right, and win.
They didn't have good food then, alright?
They had fucking lettuce?
Lettuce has water in it.
I mean, I'll pick a fucking tomato
they live in
over
Egypt.
lettuce. I'd pick like a million things over lettuce.
I mean, I agree.
I'm real upset about this, clearly.
That's what you're upset about? So, after Set had eaten the lettuce, they went to the gods to try to settle the argument over the ruler of Egypt. The gods first listened to Set's claims of dominance over Horus and called his semen forth, but it answered from the river, invalidating his claim. Then the gods listened to Horus' claim of having dominated Set and called his semen forth, and it answered from inside Set.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Are they getting samples from both of them?
No,
to figure
they're
out
calling
who's
the semen and
what does that
talking
mean?
to it.
What?
They're like summoning the semen and talking to it, you know?
This doesn't
It's
make
like
any sense at all.
It's like when you yell out for your kid and your kid goes, "I'm here."
Yeah.
It's
the
just
semen
1,000
would talk.
kids.
These
I
are
guess
deities. Their semen can talk. So
Sure.
in the struggle, and this is like a few lines later. So in the struggle, Set had lost a testicle, explaining why the desert, which Set represented, is infertile. Horus's left eye had also been gouged out. So that was an excerpt from the wiki page of Horus.
Man.
So is this the origin of mayonnaise?
Oh, gross.
Probably. put it on his lettuce, and he's like, "Holy shit! What is it? Ranch dressing? It's delicious." And
you know what I saw in the fridge at work the other day?
Semen.
We had this big meeting.
I'm afraid where this is going.
Someone saved, those takeout containers? Like the square boxes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of those just full of ranch.
Yeah.
Like, not ranch packets or something. Just fucking ranch in a styrofoam container.
For any non-American listeners, ranch is a salad dressing that's very
disgusting.
Thick and white.
Thick and white.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
It's pretty good with carrots, man.
It's good with chicken wings, and that's it.
If it's gross, why eat it at all then?
Because it's good with chicken wings. But besides that, it's disgusting.
You wouldn't drink it if
No.
someone offered you a drink of ranch?
Like, who saves a takeout box? It must have been like 1.5 pounds full of fucking ranch. It's ridiculous. No one's going to use that.
Dude really loves ranch.
It's so gross.
Puts it on everything. It's like Kyle with ketchup.
Yeah. We don't talk about Kyle.
I didn't say his name.
Who?
Who?
K Pilkington?
Kate
Was it K
Dilkington.
Dilkington? That makes me laugh so much every single time. I don't know if Adam knows what we're talking about.
Oh,
Nope.
man.
I'm going to explain it, alright? So
This is the second time we've talked about this on this podcast.
K. Pilkington?
No. So you know Carl Pilkington? He's the
No.
dude, the bald guy. Well, whatever. He's a funny guy. He works with Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. They used to have a podcast. And there was a point in the podcast, and Carl's like crazy. He's a little bit eccentric. There was a point in the podcast where they would read his diary. And he was telling them a story about how, like he wrote in his diary about how he received something in the mail addressed to, his name is Carl Pilkington. It was addressed to K. Dilkington.
And it said, "Dear Mr. Dilkington."
Yeah, I know who this guy is.
It was like, "We value your something like that." And it's one of the funniest things because Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant just die because of this whole scenario.
Ricky can't finish reading the whole thing. I gotta find this.
It's so funny. Anyway, that's how Horus didn't eat semen.
Good on him.
Oh, let me run through his strengths and weaknesses before we get to the Fight Club. So he can transform into a fully armored falcon. He gets the ability to fly. He has super strength, durability, standard stuff for deity. Crazy eyes with the whole moon and sun eyes thing. He's got perfect 20/20 vision. # no glasses. He can see pretty far. And he's good at fighting with hands and swords. And for weaknesses, he can be blinded by the sun, like if it's reflecting from something or if he's staring directly into it. But it's like not like when you stare into the sun, like the effects on him are greater.
Can you go back over the specials quick? Or the strengths?
He can transform into a fully armored falcon, which gives him flying ability.
What type of armor are we talking about here?
It's like feathers.
What? What is this blocking from other feathers? Water?
I'm assuming it's like steel and shit. I don't know, man. Gold.
Gold. Sure.
Gold would just weigh him down. He couldn't fly.
That's why I asked.
I don't know, man. He's got armor. He's got super strength and durability, sort of like Hermes. Do you want me to go over the crazy eyes bit? About
You said crazy eyes.
vision?
I got that one.
And he's good at fighting with hands and swords.
He fights
Cool.
with disembodied hands or his hands?
He fights his own hands
Is that like restless leg syndrome but with hands?
with a sword. He cut his own hands off and then he fights them with that sword.
Okay, how do you cut off the second hand?
You get someone else to do it.
No. That's a cop-out.
You
Batman.
stab the knife into a table hard enough so that it doesn't move, and then you just grind your arm up and down it,
See?
holding it steady with the stub.
That's a good answer.
That would take so long, be so painful.
I mean, yeah, fast.
Like how fast you're jerking it?
You're a little special if you're doing it in the first place anyway, so. Alright, so I'd like to take this moment. This is a little bit of a break, because we are sponsored by Wishes for Kishes, and we had assumed that our guest was from Max Keeble's Big Move, but we'll just move forward with it.
I played the prostitute on Max Keeble's Big Move.
Wait a minute.
So, since we're sponsored by Max Keeble's Big Move, we'd like to read a review. We haven't done that. Well, kind of sponsored. Whatever. Not monetarily sponsored, that's for sure. I haven't seen a paycheck yet. But we haven't done this in a while. We haven't read a Max Keeble review in a while. So here's from Cody Clark from Mr. Showbiz. If there's no way to avoid seeing Keeble's Big Move, take along a book, ideally a hefty one. With the proper arm speed and angle of release, you can probably nail the projectionist.
It's a good review.
Who, the projectionist? What kind of movie theater is this guy going to? There's a projectionist like that he can visibly see.
Yeah, who knows?
Cody can eat a dick. Eat a dick.
Cody Clark, if you're listening, leave a 5-star review and we'll retract our angry statements against you.
Eat a dick. Try that book.
You know what would be crazy
if this dick book.
If this actually got on like the also see section or see also section of Wikipedia for Max Keeble.
We should edit it into that. We can start a new podcast that's just about Max Keeble called Of Keebles and KKK.
Man, I don't want to be associated with that.
So it's about Max Keeble, the KKK, and Kibbles, the food, dog food?
Yes.
Wow.
All of them. Keebles, Kibbles, Keebles, Kibbles.
The KKK.
I love it. All right. We'll move on to Fight Club. One of the things people love to debate about is who would win in a fight, the flu or polio?
Well,
polio already lost.
Yeah, I think so. The flu's a long-time reigning champ.
Unless you're an anti-vaxxer, what do they think of the flu, actually? So, like, you can't beat other vaccines. Why would you beat, Are they like, is their opinion on the flu, like, because you can't really defeat it? So they're like...
Join it?
Yes.
So, you can't win. Join it?
So they're like, why vaccinate for other diseases? Obviously, the flu you can't get rid of. I wonder if that's their thinking.
That's the most logical I can think of.
Yeah, flu is reigning champ, though.
So in our Fight Club section, we indulge ourselves and talk about who would win in a mythological fight to the death. So we'll pit this week's subject against one we discussed in earlier podcasts, and we'll have our lead mythologist be defending Horus. And you, Valia, get to challenge either myself or Dylan.
I'm going to challenge... Who did I fight last time? Do you remember?
No idea.
Was it Dalton?
Yeah.
You did Griffin episode?
Dylan's brother.
Was Griffin the last one?
I don't know. Last time I fought someone.
That would have been me. You challenged me and Griffin.
Also, at any time I type... Kuklin. Anytime I
faced Dylan and Hydra.
Anytime I type up myths, it takes me to that other website. It's my favorite thing now. I don't even know what the fuck our website is. What's the website?
Myths.
Plug it.
It's just mythsandmen.com. And you shouldn't go to our website because It's not updated till the latest episodes. It doesn't have Kukulin or Hydra on it.
Don't ever tell me what to do again.
What?
Okay.
I said who's slacking?
Well, I mean, those episodes haven't released.
Wait a minute.
Whatever, fine. I'll fight.
On the G drive, it has the creature stat sheets that you can look at.
I'll fight Dandy over here.
Space Dandy? Space. You ever watch that, Adam?
What?
Space Dandy? By the guy who
No.
did Cowboy Bebop. Pretty good.
I heard they're a big KKK support group.
Who is Avocados?
Cowboy Bebop.
I don't even know what Cowboy Bebop is.
It's that show is on Adult Swim.
I'm surprised you know what Cowboy Bebop was.
I know what things are. What's wrong with you?
Well, right now?
Yeah. I like these pictures Adam sent.
I think it's got to be the second one, though. It's unrealistic, but it's better.
I do enjoy the second one.
Dude, no joke. My coworker has, like, sun blindness. Like, anytime he goes outside, he wears sunglasses.
So does
I don't think
every
we ever.
single human
Oh
being.
yeah, we did. So you're picking Dandy over there. I'm
Yeah.
not Dandy, right?
Damas, I think.
I'm Damas.
No, it is. I'm picking Dylan, but I'm calling him Damas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me. So, if you're new, you should listen to the rest of the episodes too. We have a lot of callbacks sometimes, and one of them is, who the fuck is the creature that Valia will choose? But we'll get to that later. Because what I want to get to is that we talk about stats a lot. And we just make up these stats, like, willy-nilly. They're just a baseline for us to understand how we compare these creatures. And these stats go over strength, speed, intelligence, durability, and then we list some vulnerabilities and some specials that they have. So I would like to take a moment to figure out what Horus's strength, speed, intelligence, and durability are.
They're all high as fuck.
I assume so.
Real quick before you do that, did you know that horses can get something called moon blindness?
Do you have that too?
I'm not a horse.
Are you not?
No, I'm not Horus or porous. Well, I mean, I kind of am porous. Aren't we all,
Yours
though?
is a size that can sneak inside a fort?
What?
The rap lyric?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Endless no.
He is a rapper. If you listen to the Kukulin episode.
I
Porous?
do rap a lot. I do rape.
A ghost
A lot.
rapper.
I'm a ghost raper indeed.
Alright. I feel like since Horus is actually built for battle and to come on and in people, his strength probably either matches or beats Hermes. So I'd say 9 or 10.
I'd say it matches. I don't think he's as strong as Hermes, or he's stronger than Hermes.
Is he a
All right.
god? Is he straight up a god?
Horus, yes.
Yeah.
Porous?
Yes. Ra is a god.
Raw. I know runs the sun god.
Ra.
Run.
Run DMC.
Run the jewels.
Run the Jewels is the sun god.
Yeah.
We should be sick for every single episode. We just don't make sense.
We're just tired.
Speed. I don't think he beats Hermes in speed. Hermes is
I
like
don't
god
think
of
so.
speed.
Yeah.
So I'd say an 8. I think it's better than a lot of these other people. It'd be either a 7 or 8 to me.
I'd say a 7.
Ooh, all the way down to 7. Dylan?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright, intelligence. It's got godlike intelligence. I'd say at least a 6.
He was smart enough to trick his brother into eating semen lettuce.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a 7.
Okay. Okay. If you can trick anyone into eating semen lettuce, you get at least a 7.
How are you even doing that?
What? Eating the lettuce or what?
Yeah.
I don't think
Like,
it was true.
How are you tricking someone into that?
Again, I don't think it actually...
But say it was.
I can see it. You always hear those stories of like fraternities and whatnot where people are eating jizz everywhere.
What?
And
That's true.
Man.
I was in one of those. So I say for durability a 10.
I mean,
as that's what all of our gods have been at.
His brother's probably got a high durability from eating all that semen. That's disgusting.
So, to quickly go over, Horus has a strength of 9, a speed of 7, an intelligence of 7, and a durability of 10, giving him a total of 33, which is our second highest value.
I also have the first highest.
Only beaten by Hermes.
I'm very strong in real life, which is why I pick strong creatures.
Someone's compensating.
Yeah.
I can lift probably like 48 pounds over my head. In perfect form, bench press.
You know what that reminds me of? Those people in those huge jacked up trucks that you drive by, and their truck is just like the loudest fucking thing on the planet Earth, and they're going like 24 miles an hour, like pedal to the metal, going like 1 mile an hour.
And they got like the top
ever.
exhaust.
Yeah.
The exhaust going out like the high up in the back or whatever.
It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I have to choose a creature for Dylan. This is how it works, is now that Dylan is the challenged. Dylan, do you accept the challenge?
No.
Alright, we can fire him!
Alright, see you guys later.
That means I win, right? I just automatically win?
Yeah, you win.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
That's right. Like it like.
It actually, contract obligations require him to not ever decline, so that was a trick.
Yep.
He has to do it anyway.
I was well aware of this trick.
And, seen as it was played literally like 2 episodes ago. He's challenged. I get to choose a creature for Dylan, so he doesn't cheat. And I am going to choose...
It's a little ironic that old Horus over here has sun blindness when his dad is the sun god.
His dad isn't the sun god, you dumb fudge.
Wait a minute. Who's his dad? Isis or what's his name?
Osiris.
You know, there's a band called Born of Osiris, but it's not called Horus. It's called.
There's also a band called Oasis
Born
that
of Osiris.
Horus founded.
It's true.
They're from Manchester.
I'm going to say Dylan gets the Leshen and Epona.
Oh shit. I'm about to pwn.
2 gods against 1.
Pwn her.
Jeez. What a schmuck.
So let's go over our
You respect wood?
Do I what?
Do you respect wood?
Wood?
You don't respect wood. I can tell.
Is this what's his name thing?
That's from Curb Your Enthusiasm. There's a point where Larry, because he left something on a piece of wood, like he didn't have a coaster, and he gets in that argument where he keeps saying you don't respect wood. I just saw the gif of that, and it made me laugh. Go on.
Alright, we'll go over the stats of the Leshen and Epona as well to give you a refresher. If you don't remember, Leshen was like a Polish god of nature, very tree-like in its looks and abilities. It can change to any shape or size, shrink or grow, and it has a strength of 9, a speed of 3, an intelligence of 7, and a durability of 10. And it is vulnerable to fire, and it has the special root attack, and it can teleport in forests.
It's also lit.
But only when it's in a forest. It's also lit.
AF.
For Epona, she is the god of horses and horse-like creatures, and like mules and donkeys and stuff like that. Not centaurs. She's only half a god to them. She has the strength of 6, a speed of 7, an intelligence of 6, and a durability of 10. Her vulnerabilities are meat eaters and horse harmers. And the special is she can summon horses, and she's really good at polo.
And a body that won't quit.
She was also born because a Roman hated women so much he fucked a horse instead.
Sexy.
Just a reminder, that's a little tease if you haven't heard earlier episodes to go back and check out them.
Spoiler alert, she doesn't eat semen-y lettuce.
She doesn't. This is the first episode that happened in. Also, I would like to take a moment to say that I'm a very, very sad about the Kukulin episode's Fight Club because we could have had a full-blown description of sexual activity between Kukulin, Medusa, and Harpy, but instead it was just a regular fight.
Well, what are you going to do?
I really wanted to get into that audio porn.
I'll give you some. There you go.
Alright, let's start this thing. I attack with all my fury, both the Leshen and Epona.
What's so
Am I
funny?
successful?
Yeah, you win. They're dead.
All right.
Nice.
See you guys next week.
Okay, you attack full force. You're attacking Epona or
Half force.
the Epona.
Yeah.
All right.
Dylan.
I mean, he's a horse harmer. Can't do much against that. Are you a meat eater? What's this horse summoning thing again? How many horses can I summon?
You can summon. I need to set a scene. That's
Set
what I
the
need to do.
scene.
Daybreak. We are at the top of a plateau. It is flat. Flat as can be. Flat as the earth, even. It is wide.
How wide?
300 meters in length. Diameter.
It's not that big.
You face each other down, one on each side. Ra, the sun god,
Whoa.
says, "Go! Fight!" As the sun rises over the plateau.
I summon,
The sun is to the
I
east.
summon as many horses I can get on this thing.
They have trouble climbing the
You
plateau.
don't need to climb them.
But eventually they get up.
All right. How many get up? 600?
You have 32 right
Oh,
now.
that's pretty good. Oh man, I'm all out of ideas.
I take over.
There's just trample Horus over here.
I
Advantage of Ra, the sun god, being at full force. And
You guys are on the north and south end, so neither of you are facing the sun
what
right
time
now.
of day is it?
Daybreak.
It's just rising.
Shit.
Like if you look to the east, it's there. The sun's right there.
All right. So everyone goes east.
Smack 'em, yak 'em.
Do you have any shiny armor that reflects the sun?
I don't think I mean, yes. Yep. All my horses
Remember,
are
you have
super
two
shiny.
creatures, Dylan.
Well, I
You
mean,
also have the Leshen.
Leshen just sneaks up behind, goes underground. He's totally invisible. Grabs you.
Not necessarily invisible, just really
I
small.
mean, he's just, impossible to see. Invisible.
If I was invisible.
And he just goes up behind him,
Valia.
binds him with some roots, and then the horses trample.
Oh yeah, Valia.
As
You see a bunch of horses coming at you, and then roots start going around your legs.
as I'm watching Roots, I
The movie
am
with O.J. Simpson.
yeah. Orange
It's actually a
Juice
6-part
Simpson.
miniseries.
It's also a movie with P. Diddy. Wasn't he in it?
I know what's his name from. Oh, Jesus.
Whatever. You don't know him.
Reading
I'll speed this
Rainbows
up.
in there.
I can fly with my falcon form, so I'm in my falcon form, armored up like to the teeth.
Grab
I
you with
just
those roots
fly up?
and slam you on the ground.
I'm way stronger, so I'm like,
Entangle.
what is this? A little baby grabbing me? And then as I'm in the air, I'm looking
You're
down at
not
those
way
horses
stronger. We're
like,
the same strength.
like look at those look at those motherfuckers, motherfucking horses down there, like
Motherfucker.
goddamn idiots. Look at those motherfuckers. And then I slam back to the ground, attacking the Leshen with full force. Do I succeed in any of that?
You're attacking the Leshen?
Yeah, because he's still grabbing me. I fly up as while he's grabbing me, and then I just slam back down to like crush the Leshen.
I feel like that could be pretty effective.
It's very effective.
But I mean,
it doesn't really exploit any weaknesses, so he's not hurting too bad. He's just getting attacked by a falcon. Really... What size is your Leshen at the point in which you're trying to bind him?
I don't know. What size would it need to be?
I'm not giving you any insider information.
I'm going to say big enough so that it can have like 1.25 inch roots grabbing at this son of a gun.
Nice.
Alright, so 1.25 inch, okay. I would say maybe need a thigh high then.
Alright. I'll take
and
that. I have infinite. Oh, wait, that's something else. Never mind.
Falcon's gonna hurt a lot more though because you're smaller. So the falcon, you're kind of trying to wrap it up. Its armor is cutting up the roots as it's clawing at you and attacking you, and you're getting scratched up. Sap is just oozing out of your pores.
That's all right.
Remember, I have super high strength, and I'm also skilled in hand combat. I have super high strength, and I'm skilled in hand combat. So I'm punching.
I don't have any hands.
Punch.
You can't attack my hands if I don't have any.
Punch. Do you have a sword?
No.
Oh,
but I have sword-like roots that I chop at you.
It's just an even match, and there are horses rapidly coming down upon you.
Yeah, these horse hooves are just taking out your crazy eyes.
I'm stuck then. I don't know. I think these two are too strong for me.
By 32 horses.
I think you might be right. Like
wild horses.
The two creatures are too strong for one of me.
Yeah, I feel like the Leshen would be a tough battle on its own.
Yeah.
And you'd be able to take it, but then the 32 horses trample you.
Yeah.
You know that song by Duran. Wild horses.
Kevin Durant?
That's the song that's playing. Epona pulls out her harp. Starts playing.
Wild horses.
Alright, so there we have it, folks. Leshen and Epona outwit and out...
I don't know if I know this version. I do not know this version.
Alright, cut this bozo off.
So the Leshen and Epona are able to overtake Horus, and he just can't quite hang on.
Horus was very
the
porous
Leshen
today.
just. Yeah.
What's Raw up to?
Just be in the sun.
So the Horus just gets too entangled in his battle with Leshen and gets trampled by 32 horses.
Yeah, what's Raw do on during the winter? Man, that guy hasn't had a...
That's for episode 100.
That guy hasn't had a day off in a long time.
Episode 100 discussion right there.
About Raw.
We'll talk about it then. Today we learned about Horus. He is the god of the sky, right?
Yeah.
God of the sky.
Sure.
Sky and stuff. He has crazy eyes. He once came upon lettuce and fed it to his brother in a battle of wits and strength.
With semen on it.
And, he came upon it.
He said, wits and strength.
And then we found out that his semen couldn't quite help him in a battle against the Leshen and Epona.
Just
and we'd like to say, yes, we'd like to say that we have a website. We mentioned it the past couple of episodes, so we're going to mention it again. You can check out more. It has all of our episodes. It has a link to our wiki, which has all the information on our creatures and the episodes and more, and stats. And it's at mythsandmen.com or mythsandmen.com. If you've enjoyed what you've heard and you think we did a good job in giving you a laugh or two, please take a moment to leave us a rating and review so more people can find the podcast and enjoy it. You can find us on iTunes at itunes.mythsandmen.com or on Stitcher at stitcher.mythsandmen.com. And also, tell your friends about us so you can make fun of our ineptitude together. For updates and news, you can follow us on Twitter at mythsandmen or by going to twitter.mythsandmen.com or on Facebook at the Of Myths and Men page or by going to facebook.mythsandmen.com.
Man, you are just everywhere, aren't you?
And Reddit. Of Myths and Men. r/Of Myths and Men.
And Snapchat.
And Snapchat. Of Myths and Men. I don't know.
No one steal that.
that.
No one steal that on Snapchat. It's ours.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
We haven't taken it, but don't steal it, please.
If you have any suggestions for us on a creature that we should talk about, you can contact us through the website or leave a suggestion in a review. And we hope to see you next week when we talk about something else.
Diarrhea.
Horus. Diarrhea.
Ew. The music you heard on this podcast is called Call to Adventure by Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech.com. It is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license.
Hold on, I think my mic is picking up like the window from my Jesus. Here we go.
You Jesus?
The
Jesus
sound from
window.
my window being open. Close the window.
Close that window, chump. Closing the window.
Say hi to the boys, Sarah.
Hi, boys.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Adam.
What? That was
I
Sarah,
just
not
said
me.
hi. No, I was just saying
Oh,
hi
you're
to
saying
you.
hi to me?
Yeah.
Bye.
Just
Bye.
cuz.